Welcome everyone, another episode Dummies on the Hardwood, aka Backcourt Banner, second episode of Dummies on the Hardwood. Bobby, Isaac, Bennie, here we go, fellas. This episode we talking about MVPs. So, without further ado, let's not waste any time. Let's cut straight to the bullshit. Right, we've got a lot of players who we could pick from. You know, everybody. You know, ranging from SGA all the way down to Jokic, whoever. You know. We got a lot of people who are showing out this year, man. And respectively speaking, there's going to be some players who are going to be snubbed from being the MVP. We just want to make that disclaimer. But anyway, let's go and start off like this. Fellas, Isaac, who is your MVP and why?
SGA. Number 1 seed, career high in points, efficient, plays both ways, manages to lead on the Thunder team. Need I say more?
I mean, I can see where you're coming at. I mean, you know, with him, I think he's really taking his game to the next level.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a really good pick. I'm not even
mad.
I can't even argue with that.
I didn't think he'd be this good, if I'm being real with you, because remember, like we discussed, like when they basically traded for PG, you know, between the Clippers and Thunder, I thought it was gonna be like, SGA is just another throwing player. You know, I knew he would be good, but I didn't think he'd be like, damn, like this dude's like a two-way fucking player.
I saw glimpses when he was with the Clippers, and I was just like, man, when the Thunder got him, I was like, they really got a legit SGA.
When Doc Rivers doesn't want to trade someone, kind of listen to the man. He didn't want to trade SGA.
But yeah, it's funny because I heard a report that supposedly Doc Rivers didn't want to trade SGA.
That's what I said.
Because he said he knew he'd be pretty good.
Right.
But I did see glimpses, like there were games where in the playoffs when they were playing the Warriors that SGA kind of showed out. I was like, damn, who is this kid? You know, hitting clutch shots and stuff like that. I mean, it was just a matter of time, but damn, like now the Thunder got a core. Imagine if he was still with the Clippers. Wow.
That's a big what if that will never be answered because of Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, I mean, but also too at that point, it's like, you know, you gotta understand the thinking between the Thunder and the Clippers at the time was when SGA had left, or when they traded SGA, it was to keep Kawhi Leonard. And I mean, you got Kawhi at his prime, you know. I mean, think about it. Like we all could agree, like we take Kawhi Leonard at his prime. I take a young, healthy Kawhi Leonard. I would.
Maybe. Possible.
I don't know, man. But him and PG, I mean, PG was coming off an MVP type of year.
What are SGA stats? Can you pull that
Up? Averaging like
30 32 points a game, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, shooting. Hold on.
Anyway,
he's 36% from 3-point range and 53% from the field.
Okay, pretty solid. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I said,
and he's pretty good and he's a pretty solid on-ball defender.
And he is, and I will say this. So let's just take away this trade. Let's just say the trade never existed. How does SGA help the Clippers?
Oh, he leads them. Arguably, if he's with Kawhi, they win a title that year.
You're saying a title?
They win a title.
Immediately?
They went, no, what was it, the second season where Kawhi got hurt?
Season. Yeah, second or third
season. They would have won a title. Maybe 2.
I think that if Kawhi Leonard stayed and SGA stayed with the Clippers, I think that would hinder. I don't think we would see what SGA is right now. You know, because Kawhi Leonard, he's one of those players, like, he can play off the ball, but SGA is one of those players where he needs to have the ball in his hands to be effective.
I mean, that's a fair point.
So, you know, I think that if SGA were to stay with the Clippers, we'd see glimpses of him, but we wouldn't be seeing what he's doing right now in OKC. That's just me.
Yeah, I mean, like that, and that's a good present point because I mean, like I said, when Kawhi Leonard's the number 1 option, I mean, like at the time, you know, SGA is just a young player.
Because think about it like this. Look, when LeBron James came to the Lakers, Brandon Ingram was the number 1 option. Okay? When LeBron James and Brandon Ingram were on the court, who had the ball? LeBron James. Brandon Ingram that year, before he got traded to the Pelicans, was putting up about 14 points per game. You saw glimpses of what Brandon Ingram could do. But it wasn't when he got sent to New Orleans. That's where you saw what Brandon Ingram was capable of. So that's what I think what would have happened if SGA and Kawhi stayed together with the Clippers.
Yeah, I mean, damn, that I didn't even bother to look at it like that. I mean, I think they would have. I mean, look, like at the end of the day, Kawhi Leonard's always going to be a 1A. I'd be interested to see how SGA would play along him because they're both really good defenders, So I think you got that defense on lock.
SGA would have been that point guard they were always looking for all these years.
Exactly.
He was supposed to be. He would have been that point guard John Wall should have been. That Russell Westbrook was.
That's why the Clippers took him.
He would have been that franchise piece for the Clippers. Clippers were sorely looking for that after Lob City was broken up. After Lob City just went down, they were looking for that player and they had him in SGA.
Tragic.
And it was tragic that they let him go.
And now they got an aging James Harden running their show.
I mean, no offense to James Harden. He's having a really good season.
Really great year out there with that.
Underrated defender.
LAC, but my MVP is Nikola Jokic. 4 times. I think he could be probably the 4-time winner of the MVP. He's putting up 31 points, 13 rebounds, almost 10 assists per game, shooting 56% from the field, 47% from 3, leading the league in 3-point field goal percentage, shooting 80% from the line. Also, to top it off, he has about 2 steals and almost a block per game.
Yeah, who else is going to do it on the Nuggets?
And the Nuggets right now are 4th. I mean, there's nothing really much to say with Nikola Jokic other than, in my opinion, he's the greatest player in the NBA right now, hands down. There's no argument for me, at least. It's Nikola Jokic, the best player in the NBA.
Better than LeBron?
Better than LeBron.
I agree.
At this moment, yeah, better than LeBron.
I absolutely agree. I think he's better than Doncic too.
I do too.
I think
really?
So.
I do too.
No, he's not.
I do too.
Bro, he offers more than Doncic.
No, I would take SGA and Luka over Joker.
Wait, what? No, man. You would actually take them over Jokic?
Yes, sir.
SGA I can see, but Doncic.
Yes.
I'll take Jokic. I'll take Jokic's playmaking any day of the week.
Look, however you put it. I mean, if you say Jokic, your favorite player, or your number 1 player, SGA, the top player, hey, I wouldn't debate you. I wouldn't debate you because those are legit picks. I'm just telling you what Jokic is doing. You damn near putting up a triple-double every fucking game.
Show up or show out, and he shows up.
The man is literally carrying the Denver Nuggets. Without Nikola Jokic, there would be no Denver Nuggets. I remember there was an interview, I think, with Mike Malone. I forgot who did the sideline reporting, but they asked him. He said, "So what is it like when Nikola Jokic isn't on the floor?" He's like, "I pray."
Oh yeah, I saw that report.
Like literally, he means that much to the Denver Nuggets. And yeah, they're 4th out west, but they're in a competitive west. And he's still heading.
Don't sleep on them Nuggets though.
Don't sleep on them because Nikola Jokic is the man. And so for me, I think he could be the 4-time MVP. I really do think. I wouldn't
be surprised.
I really do think so. My argument against SGA is that yes, SGA, he's putting up career numbers and all that, but we didn't see that. We saw glimpses last season of what he could do as an MVP type performer. Now he's really showing up. Now, is he going to do that in the postseason? Maybe. Nikola Jokic, he's proven that he's done that in the postseason. Nikola Jokic is a proven commodity. SGA, he's proving himself to be a commodity.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think you really can say anything until you win a chip, personally. You know what I mean?
Nikola Jokic.
You can't really say anything until you win a chip.
Yeah. So for me, Nikola Jokic, hands down to me, in my opinion, almost 40 games into this season, he's my MVP.
And you know where I'm going with this one, and I'm going with Jayson Tatum. Jayson Tatum. And I'm just saying to look at it from this perspective, all right? Everybody gave him a lot of slack. Everybody said that he wasn't a leader, right? Brandon Ingram called. I don't know why you guys are laughing at me. Brandon Ingram called him soft. Brandon Jennings called him as one of the softest players.
Yeah, it was Brandon Jennings.
Brandon Jennings. Look, here's my thing. The reason why I'm calling Jayson Tatum is this man's been going through a lot of adversity. He's still showing up and he's still showing out, right? Each year he's progressively increased his point. I don't know why. Bro, are you good? Bro, are you good?
Go ahead, man. Just make your point.
Bro, like, I'm just saying, like, look, he's gotten better as a playmaker. And he's understanding that, hey, in order for me to help this team win more games, I might have to sacrifice a little bit of scoring, and I need to step up in certain areas that I need to step up in, right? And so that's why I feel like he's doing this year, and he's understanding that, right? Because he has tendencies to want to take over the game, and he forgets to understand that he has other players involved. He has other teammates. The point I'm getting at is this year he's averaging almost 6 assists a game, right? He's 5th in the league in scoring. He's shooting 46% from the field, 36% from 3. I mean, the dude's inefficient. You can question his efficiency, but the thing is, the man's won a ring. He's showing up. He's elevated his game in the sense of being a leader. He's being a leader for the Celtics.
Yeah, and that's what I think too with Jayson Tatum. He's putting up about almost 6 assists per game, 9 rebounds, about almost 28 points per. 46%. Yeah, he's
top 5 scorer. Top 5 scorer.
Top 5 scorer in the league. So yeah, and that's what I did notice about Jayson Tatum this year. I noticed that he has his moments where he takes some questionable shots where he kind of forces the issue. But I'm starting to see that maturity in Jayson Tatum where he's actually making plays for his teammates. Because Jayson Tatum could get his anytime he wants. But it's a team sport at the end of the day. And when you got a guy like Jaylen Brown, it helps. Drew Holiday, Derek White, Al Horford.
And JB's putting up 23 a game.
Peyton Pritchard. Jayson Tatum is recognizing, look, I got all this talent around me. I don't need to be that one. I don't need to be the sole player. I need to involve my teammates. So that's the one thing I've noticed about Jayson Tatum. And I do think that, that he is in consideration to be a strong MVP candidate.
Yeah, and I'm saying he might not blow away other MVP candidates, but he's definitely got to be up in the conversation.
He's for sure in the conversation.
Because like I said, man, this man, everybody harps on him, but I think he's still the guy. You know what I mean? He is still the guy in Boston. He is still the alpha.
Yeah, when Brandon Jennings called him soft, he just really meant that. Brandon Jennings just really meant that he'd like to see more leadership from Jayson Tatum, more vocal leadership.
Absolutely.
So that's the definition of what soft meant.
And look, like I said, the Celtics are second in the East, right? Everybody, it's championship hangover year, no excuses, right? But you still got to handle the games that you should be handling. But at the same time, look, I still think the Celtics are still my team out the East. I still think they're better than Cleveland, and it all starts with Jayson Tatum. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah, and I like Tatum. I really do. I think that Tatum is definitely one of those players where, you've seen that growth in him, that step forward. I think that championship winning it last year, I think it almost to me, it kind of turned a switch on with him, where he's like, oh, I have a team. I don't need to be going on a 1-on-3 fast break and trying to force a layup. I could just pull it back, run the offense, and get a high-quality shot. And to me, Jayson Tatum, he's not one of those vocal leaders, but he leads by example.
He don't need to talk.
He don't need to talk. He puts in that work. Hey, Jason, keep putting in that work. Isaac, do you have anything on this one?
No.
Why?
I just don't.
Yeah. All right, bro.
You just don't?
No.
What you don't? What you don't?
Well, I don't have an opinion.
Okay, what's your thought?
I don't have a thought.
You clearly have a thought.
No, I'm good.
Don't be
bro. Just respect.
I'm
just
good.
say it, bro.
I'm
just
good.
say it, dude. It's
I'm
okay,
good.
Man.
I'm good.
Come on, we giving our unfiltered thoughts, opinions, and topics and stories.
You already know how I feel about the Celtics. We good.
But the fans don't know that. Come on, Isaac.
They've seen the episodes.
Yeah, not everybody's seen the previous episodes.
Look, I'm just saying, man. Look, at the end of the day, man, I'm not. If you put me between SGA and Jayson Tatum, I'm still taking Tatum. He's proven much more than SGA has. That's just me. So,
Isaac, what are your thoughts, man?
Everyone has their opinion.
You've been kind of quiet in this conversation, man.
Everyone has their opinion.
Then say your opinion.
No, I'm good.
You have an opinion, say it.
I'm
bro.
good. I'm the one without opinion here. We good.
You clearly have an opinion.
No,
bro.
I'm good. I'm good.
Come on, the fans would like to know what goes on in Isaac Aguilera's head.
No, okay.
All right then. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, with that being said, any closing thoughts?
No, but my thoughts and prayers go out to those who have been who lost their homes out there in the Southern California area. You know,
Yep.
We got this incompetent leader leading in Gavin Newsom and making Mayor Karen Bass, but that we're not going to go there. Any final shout-outs, Benny?
No final shout-outs, man. Like I said, continue to like, subscribe, support us, follow us, Dummies on the Hardwood, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you name it, we on it.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Adios.